Hey everyone, my name's Matt, and welcome back to Formula Foodie, a show about food, Formula One, and the way I enjoy food culture around the world. This week I'll be making a pan con minuta, and I decided I love torturing myself so much that I'd make my own bread. Hooray! This dish is common in Miami and really is not something I've made before. I don't have much experience deep frying fish, but this one looked really good and as a sandwich just seemed to really tick all the boxes, so I had to try this one out. This week we're going to be talking about the Miami Grand Prix, but before we get to that, let's talk about what happened last time out at the Saudi Grand Prix in Jeddah. This race wasted no time in providing entertainment right out the gate. Max Verstappen, who was on a pole position that seemed like it really shouldn't have been possible, well, Oscar Piastri really made the best of having his front row start from P2. Oscar is not afraid to go wheel-to-wheel racing and show the likes of Max Verstappen off the track. There may not be much of a championship fight. If Oscar has the form he does and Lando can't get back on top of it, he may not even have to worry about Max that much. We'll see how the Red Bull progresses. Speaking of Red Bull, a pretty unfortunate race for Yuki coming together with Pierre Gasly. Just tough. The nature of this circuit really doesn't allow for passing at that turn, and he's just got to keep his nose clean and get some points and prove that he was meant to be at that team. As far as strategies that did work out for some points paying positions, Williams really were impressive with their racecraft, helping each other out. Carlos Sainz, for all of the issues and struggles that he was having at the beginning of this year, I am very pleased to see that he is pulling that car along into points positions and also willing to play that team game with Alex. It seems like that whole team is ready to become top of the midfield and maybe even more in the coming years.
And here we've come across a species playing with its food. The Nautilus bacius is carefully passing apart its dough, ever so carefully, and places it gently on the baking sheet. Truly a remarkable specimen. It brushes it with water, feigning an attempt to cut a razor line like a real baker. As he places it into the oven, we have a moment of silence.
Looking forward to Miami now, we come back to a track where, just last year, Lando Norris scored his first Formula One win. There's a lot of points on offer this week with a sprint race included. I think this is a chance for Mercedes to continue to cement their lead over Red Bull. Hopefully Antonelli has a really good first race here, and hopefully George has a better race than he did in Saudi cooking his tires. This track isn't known for its many passing opportunities, so it's going to be another one of those races where qualifying really is everything. That's not to say that we won't have some rookie drivers trying to prove themselves or Max Verstappen's trying to crawl back the championship, but hopefully there's going to be enough shenanigans to keep us entertained. With our dry and wet batters all ready to go, we're going to start getting this fish ready for frying. Traditionally, pan con minuta is cooked with a yellowtail snapper found in the Atlantic, but I couldn't happen to find any of that in my local fish market, so I went with rockfish. It's tender, has great flavor, and seemed to fry up just as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news. We have bread coming out of the oven. It's actually bread. I definitely believed that it would work this whole time. Of course I didn't have a store-bought bun on the side, just in case. Anyway, this was a 10 out of 10 sandwich. That homemade tartar sauce really brought it all together. The seasoning on that fish with that beer batter, uncomparable. While we take a look at this little piece of art, I'd like to thank you for stopping by. Enjoy the Miami Grand Prix, and I'll see you next time when we travel to Italy for some chicken cacciatore. Nope, shouldn't have said that. All right. Anyway, bye.